Welcome back to Day 2 coverage of the 2018 North Coast Swimming and Diving Championship from the Trumbull Aquatics Center on the campus of Denison University in Granville, Ohio. Again, I am Russell Kramer of the NCAC office, and thank you for joining us as we bring you exclusive coverage all week of the 34th NCAC Swimming and Diving Championship. The Denison men opened Thursday night's swimming action by winning the 200 freestyle relay with an NCAA B-cut time of 1:20.57. The Big Red was made up of sophomore Kimani Sr., senior Zach Wagner, junior Carson Clear, and sophomore Matt McHugh. 2018 marked the first time since the 2008-9 Denison Big Red won consecutive 200 free relay. Rounding out the top three was Kenyon in second and DePaul in third. On the women's side, Kenyon returned to the top of the podium for the first time since 2007 as freshman Selani German, freshman Kryl Hart, junior Abby Wilson, and freshman Emerson Myris touched the wall with an NCAA B-cut time of 1:32.73. Myris led all swimmers with a 50 split time of 22.67. Denison finished second in 1:33.78, and DePaul rounded out the top three in 1:35.82. In the first individual event of the evening, Kenyon sophomore Connor Rumpet successfully defended his title in the 500 free with an NCAA B-cut time of 4:28.03. Rumpet is the first NCAC men's swimmer to win the event in consecutive seasons since Denison's David Curtis posted 3 straight titles from 2007 to 2009. Rumpet talked about his second consecutive individual crown.
It was a great way to start. It was a great race, and throughout the whole day, the prelims and the finals both, I had some really great competition out there, so I was just excited to get out there and race and just kind of push myself with the competition.
First Lord swimmer to win this event in back-to-back years since 2002-2003 when Elliot Rushton was able to accomplish that feat. Obviously, a ton of great swimmers have gone through that program. To recognize that you've been able to accomplish that feat, what does that mean to you?
It's been great. I don't know. I guess I took the opportunity to score both years, which is, a decision that I'm pretty happy with. I love being able to get up and race in finals, I'm still chasing all those guys that came before me and just hoping for the best with that. So.
And finally, the first night last night with the 800, and then the diving got off to a great start for the Lords. Another excellent start here in Day 2, heading into the second half of this NCAC championship. What's kind of the vibe of the team right now? How excited are you to continue on with this championship the rest of the week?
Yeah, we're all super excited. We always do a great job of bringing energy, but I think we're feeling it especially in this meet. We've got some great momentum going. We're going to try to keep that going and just keep things fun. I think that's a key for our team. We're just going to keep just enjoying things and having a great time together, and that's going to get us a great result, I think.
Denison sophomore Hannah Rasinko then climbed the podium in the first women's individual event of the evening with an NCAA B-cut time of 4:53.10 in the 500 free.
It was really special for me. It kind of just proved that all the hard work I put in this year really paid off, so I was really excited.
Take me through that last 50-75 of that race. I mean, you kept battling, and then finally that last 50 you turned it on and were able to touch the wall there at the end and get the win. What was going through your mind at the end of that race?
Yeah, so at prelims this morning, I kind of died at the last 150, so I had a new race strategy coming into this. So I knew at the last 100 I really needed to push it in. I was kind of keeping a good pace, and I was feeling really good, and so I knew I could just kick it in, and I needed to do what I needed to do to win.
The first Big Red woman to win this event since 2015. Now looking ahead to the rest of the week, still tons of swimming to be done here. Just take me through kind of your outlook for the next couple of days and how important this will be for this team to continue to build the momentum heading into the rest of the weekend.
Yeah, so I don't actually swim tomorrow. On Saturday I have the mile and the 2 back, so I think this gives everyone a lot of confidence that we've prepared and we're physically ready. It's just up to us mentally to keep focused and keep pushing. I'm hoping that everyone takes tonight and kind of uses it as motivation that we can do this and we can win.
The Big Red also continued their dominance in the men's 200 IM as junior Ryan Stevenson captured the program's 10th straight title in the event with a B-cut time of 1:50.58. I caught up with Stevenson following his outstanding swim.
So Francis is a training partner of mine, and his 2 IM time up until this point was like a 1:54. He's like, yeah, I definitely can go faster than that. This morning he went 1:52, so I knew that he was going to be sort of there with me tonight. At the 100 wall, I saw that he was a couple body lengths in front of me. So I was kind of trying to set my race up so I could cruise the breaststroke, have enough energy for the freestyle leg. And when I came off, luckily I was breathing to my left. I was able to see him, and I surged.
Now, this is an event that the Big Red have had a lot of success. 10 straight wins now that a Denison men's swimmer has won the 200 IM. You finished second last year to your teammate Jack Lindell, who graduated and was in the crowd tonight. How special was that for you to come back this year as a junior and pick up the NCAC title?
I think it's really cool because Jack was a leader and an inspiration to me, and being able to fill his shoes and become an inspiration and a leader myself, especially to younger people like Francis, was really an honor. And funny story, Jack Lindell's actually sleeping on my couch over the week. So
that's great stuff. Now, finally, finals night is always special. Talk about the crowd being here at Denison, and for you, what's it like to swim in an NCAC final?
So I'm lucky in that I have sort of a home court advantage, and the crowd is honestly crazy. The only crowd that tops it is probably the NCAA crowd. All sorts of dedicated fans and parents and alumni come out to support us, and it really is very energetic.
History was made in the women's 200 IM as Kenyon freshman Kryl Hart logged the first sub-2-minute time in the event in the country this season with an NCAC record and NCAA A-cut time of 1:59.70.
Yeah, it was really exciting. That was my second time under 2 minutes ever, so it was a really good benchmark for where I am in the season right now. So I was really happy with that, and I felt good, so it's all good signs.
Second time in the last 3 years a Kenyon College lady has won this 200 IM. For you now, in your first ever NCAC championship, what's this experience been like? What's the atmosphere been like in finals for your first time?
I love my team so much. When I was warming up for the relay, I looked over and saw all of our parents and students and swimmers just sitting watching the diving, and I looked around and they were just making so much noise, and it made me so proud to be a lady, and I think that I made the right choice coming here, and I love it, and I can't wait to swim with them.
The backstroke, a big key for you tonight, not only in the 200 IM, but then also starting off the 400 medley relay this evening with a nice swim as well. How much confidence do you take from your performance this evening heading into the rest of the weekend?
Well, today was a great way to start off the rest of the weekend. Yesterday it was too. We had some phenomenal relays. Hopefully we'll carry this momentum throughout the next few days. I'm really excited.
You then leaped over Kenyon in the men's team standings in the finals of the 50 freestyle as Big Red swimmers went 1 through 4 in the event, led by sophomore Kimani, senior, touching the wall first in an NCAA B-cut time of 20:45.
Yeah, I don't know. The race just felt awesome. I hit the dive really well, and after that I kind of just let the race happen, and I came into the wall and saw what I wanted to see.
Obviously, a prelim swim like that has to give you tons of confidence coming into the final. Take me through stepping up to the blocks for your first big final in your NCAC championship career like that.
All it really was just trying to stay confident, not getting my own way by trying to do too much or anything like that. So just try to stay cool as a cucumber and just keep going.
And finally, obviously, an NCAC champion, a very special night for you.
Yeah.
Take me through that moment when, obviously, in the 50, it's going to be tight all along the way. So you're looking up to the board and you see that number 1 by your name. What was that moment like?
It was just a great moment. It felt like kind of a redemption moment after, my freshman year. I didn't really have a great meet at all, and then to come back and win an event that, not many people thought I was going to win was. It's really sweet. I liked it.
Kenyon's youth movement continued on the women's side in the women's 50 free as first-year Emerson Myris outreached the competition at the wall with an NCAA B-cut time of 23:51.
Well, I mean, you really, there's nothing more than like ecstasy. I can say, I would have to say, the race is so short. You just have to focus on getting down and back as fast as you can, faster than anyone else. So thankfully, there's a few hitches in every race, but I pulled it together tonight, and it felt really good.
Fourth time in the last 5 years that the Kenyon ladies have won this specific event. How proud are you to represent the Kenyon ladies and all the great swimmers that have come and gone in this program, and just to be another one to represent them tonight? How special was that?
I mean, again, it's there's no better feeling in the world. Kenyon has such a tradition of excellence that, you know, I knew when I committed, and then it's just built and built since I got here. And so to be able to kind of keep that tradition going, you know, what more could I ask for?
And finally, as I mentioned, your freshman year, your first NCAC championship.
Yeah.
What was the environment like? Your first evening finals, how special and how much fun was it here?
You know, I've been competitively swimming for a really long time. I've been in some really fun meets, but I can like confidently say I've never been on a pool deck that had more energy. You know, it's the loudest I've ever seen or heard. I mean, you know, everyone there wants you to succeed, and you want everyone to succeed, and you could really feel that. So it's amazing. It's incredible.
And took over the lead in the team standings from Kenyon following the women's 1 meter competition as 3 DU divers combined for 95 total points in the event, led by sophomore Allison Fitzgerald, winning for the second year in a row with a regional qualifying score of 449.85.
It felt really good today. I like 1 meter a lot better than 3 meters, so getting to start on my favorite board was nice. Yeah, we practiced in the morning at like 8, and then again right before the meet, and it got postponed a little bit. We were supposed to start earlier, and we ended up starting later, so we got in the water like 6 extra times, but it was good in the end. You know, we did well.
A lot of great history with the Denison women's diving program, but tonight winning it back-to-back, the first time that a Denison women's diver has won the 1 meter back-to-back years since 87, 88. Pretty special. What does that mean to you to represent Denison in that manner?
Oh, that makes me very happy to represent my team, and yeah, we haven't had such a strong women's team in a long time, I think, so it's really good to start back up.
And finally, you finished first. You have a teammate going second, and then in fourth, I believe. So 3 in the top 4. You know, what kind of confidence does that give this entire women's diving program as a whole, moving into the rest of the weekend with 3 meter coming on Saturday?
It makes us feel really good because my 2 teammates are more confident on 3 meter. So hopefully we can pull out 1, 2, 3 on 3 meter, and that'd be really great.
The final event of the evening was the 400 medley relay. For the 3rd straight year, Denison swept both the men's and women's race. In the men's race, senior Jason Westling, junior Ryan Stevenson, sophomore Kimani Sr., and senior Zach Wagner touched the wall in an NCAA B-cut time of 3:17.17. Kenyon took home second, while DePaul finished third. On the women's side, sophomore Kirby Casey, sophomore KT Kustrich, freshman Maddie Hopkins, and freshman Mia Chappie combined just to edge out Kenyon with an NCAA B-cut time of 3:44.03. The ladies finished in second, and DePaul was third. Now let's take a look at the final standings after day 2. The Big Red jumped into first place on the men's side with 651.5 points. Kenyon sits in second with 622.5 points, followed by DePaul with 412.5, Wabash 323, Ohio Wesleyan 282 total points, Worcester with 254 points is followed by Allegheny with 223, Oberlin with 171 points, Wittenberg with 114.5 points, and Hiram sits currently in 10th with 92 total points. On the women's side, Denison climbed into first with 695 points. Kenyon now sits in second with 660 points, while DePaul and Worcester are deadlocked in the third spot with 355.5 points each, followed by Allegheny at 305, Ohio Wesleyan 297, Oberlin with 258, Wittenberg 197 total points, and Hiram rounds out the field with 149 total points. That will wrap up our exclusive coverage from day 2 of the 2018 NCAC Swimming and Diving Championships. Be sure to join us tomorrow for all of day 3 action, which gets underway with prelims getting started at 10 a.m. The men's 1 meter prelims set for 1 p.m. and then we'll be right back here for finals at 6:30 p.m. Again, I'm Russell Kramer with the North Coast Athletic Conference. Thanks for watching and have a great day.